if you smell what the Rock is cooking. What's up everyone, it's Roger here from DisKingdom.com. It is Monday, it is time for your DisKingdom Daily News, so let's jump into it. Okay, so let's start things off with some Mary Poppins news. It looks like there's a very strong possibility that the original stars of the original movie are going to be appearing in the upcoming sequel starring Emily Blunt. So we could very easily see Dick Van Dyke and also Juliet Andrews joining in the new movie, maybe as a cameo. Nothing has been officially confirmed. Juliet Andrews, people haven't yet confirmed it. Very high possibility. I could easily see Dick Van Dyke appear, because he tends to pop up in lots of different events and seems to love doing anything kind of related to Mary Poppins. It would be cool to see them in there. It's always this weird thing, I think, with cameos in kind of reboots. Do they play the original character, or do they just do a little nod to it, or do they play a brand new character? It's kind of like a weird way of like passing the torch. Personally, if it's a sequel, then it doesn't really make a lot of sense for them to be in there. I mean, Bert could be slightly in it a little bit easier because of it, but I don't know, it's an odd one, I think, for when you have cameos from the existing from the old movies appearing in the reboot. It's not like, for example, like Star Trek, where they've got time travel where they can bring it in nice and easy. It's always a little bit harder when they're kind of doing it in, and sometimes it can feel a little bit forced. So I'm not too sure of it myself. I'd love to know your thoughts on this as well. And on the Star Wars side of things, it looks like we've got some details on a cameo that is going to be in the upcoming Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Jimmy Smith, who played basically Princess Leia's adopted father, he is sort of said on a chat show that he's got a very, very small cameo in it. I do like this idea that he's in there, because we've also seen some other characters from the prequels sort of going into this movie. I love the fact that it's kind of like this cross between the two trilogies, because sometimes some of the stuff from the original trilogy didn't quite pass over very well, I think, to the original one. While we had some of the characters like Obi-Wan and also Anakin Skywalker in the droids, some of the stuff seemed to be completely just gone by the time we got into the original trilogy, and that kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm glad they're kind of going in and kind of crossing over these lines. I think like with the different series and stuff, they've been kind of doing this a little bit better with the animated ones. So I like this idea of them bringing in a few of those little side characters and stuff. Nothing much, just to kind of add some continuity between the trilogies. I think that would be a great thing, but I'd love to know your thoughts on this as well. Disney have released a brand new Moana trailer during the Olympics. It's pretty much an all new trailer. All the stuff I saw really much looked new. I can't remember any of this from the previous trailer. It continues this trend of showing off some great stuff. I am so excited about this movie. This is the animated movie I have been waiting for a long time. I love The Rock. I love Polynesian kind of culture, and just in general, this one just looks funny. It looks smart. I love The Rock with the sort of tattoos and what they're telling there, and this strong female and kind of going after lava gods, and he can turn into bird, and the water part sea, and there's a lot of bits of humor in it. It just looks like it's going to be a really great movie, and it's out for Thanksgiving in the US. I think this is going to be a big hit. The way it's being promoted, it definitely seems like it's picking up a lot of steam and a lot of excitement. And also, I just love the fact they've got these these two strong characters kind of coming out, and kind of the big sort of demigod of Maui as The Rock, and then you've kind of got Moana, who I'm not sure if she's a princess or not yet. I'm sure she probably will become a princess, because they're going to love tying her up with that. But I just think this one looks great. As I said, the trailer looks fantastic. You definitely want to check that one out, and I think it's a great idea to kind of link it in with the Olympics, and try and there's not a lot of stuff coming out, and obviously this is the next big animated movie, because now we've got Pete's Dragon coming out next week, and then we've just had Finding Dory. So yeah, we're a few months away from it, but I love the excitement from it, and I can already see I'm going to want to pick up some of this Maui merchandise, because I just think it looks cool. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out DisKingdom.com for all your latest news. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Give us a like as well. If you're on Facebook, you can like the page and give a comment or a like as well. And if you're on the audio version, you can hit subscribe there. And remember, if you smell what the Rock's cooking,